What's up, guys? JV2017 here, and this is my weekly vlog. I didn't have one last week because I got back from E3 and I was just catching up on sleep and kind of getting over the fact of how incredible that experience was. So in this vlog, I'm going to talk a lot about E3 and then talk about kind of Fallout content plans and other stuff moving forward into the future. And of course, I have my handy dandy notes off to the side. So if you see me look over, I'm just trying to make sure I don't forget something. So first off, E3 was just an incredible experience. It was like going to just a huge meetup of people that are all passionate about the same thing. And, you know, industry professionals and other media and whatnot. It was just unforgettable. I don't think I'll ever forget this first E3. And I definitely plan on going to as many as I can in the future. But just to kind of tell you guys about my experience there, the first night I got into LA, I got to go to dinner with a bunch of other Bethesda-based, Fallout-based YouTubers. And so the awesome people I met there were Mr. Matty himself, his friend Connor was there, Noah from their Ham Radio Time podcast was there, also Camelworks, Al, George from Zero Period, all of them were there, and I got to meet all of them. And it was just incredible to talk to people that are professionals, you know, I don't know. I just haven't ever made those kind of connections before. I kind of reached out to Matty in the past few months and kind of made that connection and met some of his friends, but I've really just kind of been secluded, just, you know, not really necessarily unwilling to work with other people or unwilling to kind of make those connections, but just not making them, not, you know, taking that first step. And now I have, and it feels great to have other people kind of around me, kind of colleagues, if you will, friends now, since I've met them and actually gotten to talk to them face to face. And it was an awesome experience. I actually wish I hung out with them a lot more than I did. I thought they were all on appointments where, you know, they wouldn't be able to hang out or whatever, but it turns out, you know, they were hanging out and I was like, oh, okay, I missed out on that experience. And so I'm not going to do that next time, but it was a pleasure to meet all of them. And really, really incredible experience. And outside of that, the rest few days, I just spent 3 days literally from open to close of the convention, going around and playing as many games as I possibly could. A lot of the experiences were waiting in line for a little bit, not too long. The longest wait was actually for Legend of Zelda. You can tell I'm wearing this shirt here. And that was an hour and a half, which isn't that bad considering how long the lines did get. But yeah, the experience was going around, waiting in some lines, making some media appointments, and actually going to see private showings and demonstrations of some games. And a lot of those things have actually been made public now, so they're not so private. But at the time, it was pretty special. It was really awesome to see stuff behind the scenes and see developers talk about their games, what they're passionate about. And so I got to see so many incredible games. I talked about it in one of my videos. Post E3, it was my top 5 games of E3 2016. Just to give you guys a recap, my number 1 was Mafia 3, 2 was For Honor, 3 was Battlefield 1, 4 was God of War, the new God of War, and then Civ 6 was my 5th top game there. And so I really love all those games, totally looking forward to all of them, but definitely Legend of Zelda would have made it if I had kind of that nostalgic experience of loving Legend of Zelda. I only played Twilight Princess, so I can't really connect on the same level, but I can say that it definitely stole the show. It was definitely the game of the show. I got to play it for 35 minutes, which is insane. Got this sick shirt along with a coin that I might sell. I mean, it's like I want to keep it, but at the same time, it doesn't hold that kind of value that it might for other people. But anyways, Legend of Zelda was fantastic at the show. And so overall, incredible experience. I just can't wait to go next year. And I can't wait to meet up with my buddies, my Fallout YouTubers, and hopefully meet some of you guys. I didn't meet anyone there. I think I had a few people tweet at me saying they saw me but didn't say anything. And so if that happens, please say something to me. I didn't see anyone. I also didn't plan a meetup. I think there might have been maybe some safety concerns or something like that, especially after the tragedy of Christina Grimmie. So we didn't do that this year. So maybe I'll do that and maybe, you know, team up with some other YouTubers to do that next year. But anyways, moving on, viewership post E3 has been really good, surprisingly so. I didn't have content for like 2 days during E3 because I was just kind of honed in on the experience and whatnot, trying to get as much out of it as possible. But post E3, it's been fantastic. I want to thank you guys. Seriously, the viewership has been really awesome. We're kind of moving full steam ahead, and I'm still catching up on a few things that were announced by Bethesda during E3, especially the fact that Nuka World is the last DLC. And so you'll probably see that video from me in the next day or so. But we have a lot of exciting things for Fallout 4 coming soon and going through August. As we know, like I just mentioned, Nuka World's unfortunately the last DLC for Fallout 4. And, you know, eventually there will be a time to move on to bigger and better things. But we're definitely going to be covering Fallout 4, you know, as the mainstay here on the channel through August and probably into September, because I'm sure, you know, Nuka World's going to have plenty of content for us to play around with. And so pretty much the content plans for Fallout 4 moving forward these next 3 months, June, July, yeah. Well, actually, we're almost in July, so next 2 months at least, 2 to 3 months, we've got news and speculation for Fallout. I kind of lump that into the same category. That's, you know, the fact that Nuka World's the last DLC, just kind of commentaries on what's happening in, you know, our community, our little Bethesda community, and of course any announcements, you know, trailers and stuff like that. That kind of lumps into that news speculation category. Then we have mods. Mods are definitely something that are going to extend the life of this game, and so that's something I'm going to be constantly covering. You guys have already seen my, you know, coverage of mods, and I've already got a mod video up earlier today, I believe, and so you guys know I cover mods in my own kind of way, and then general tips and tricks for new content. So, you know, it's kind of like I can't make tips and tricks for the game, the general game, since it's been out for so long, and I did that for however many months before DLC came out, and so tips and tricks are going to be whenever new content rolls around. So we're kind of running out of that kind of content with contraptions already, maybe a few more videos, and then we'll move into Vault Tech, build your own vault. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of things I can help you guys with and teach you guys about with that. And then survival mode live streams. So it's hard for me to fit that into my schedule, but I definitely want to finish that playthrough. I don't want to abandon that. I've abandoned stuff in the past and I hate to do it. And so survival mode live streams, I want to create a schedule, but it's not going to be this week, unfortunately. I want to get like at least one live stream this upcoming week for survival mode when I finish that series off. And so those are kind of the 4 categories: news speculation, mods, tips and tricks, and survival. That was weird. You can expect out of Fallout. But what I've outlined in the previous weeks, like trying new games and whatnot, that's still a focus for me. We're still going to do these vlogs and more kinds of content. And one of the examples of that is an Overwatch video coming out tomorrow. I've been playing the game like crazy, and I had a really fun... Actually, my friend came up with a really great kind of singing song parody, I guess you could call it, to Real Men of Genius, which was a Budweiser/Bud Light commercial. And it's a little bit old, so if you're under the age of 20, you might not remember this, and we thought about that, and we're like, let's do it anyways. It's really fun. And so it's hilarious. It's going to come out tomorrow. Hopefully, that's kind of the plan for that. And so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And then other Overwatch videos. I want to create Overwatch videos, but I want to figure out what kind of content I want to make for it first. And so that was kind of on the back burner. I talked about it before E3, but now that it's post E3, it's more of a reality. And so that's actually going to be something I'm focusing on very, very soon. So anyways, guys, that was my vlog for this week. Once again, I want to thank you for great viewership. And also, I didn't really make a 300,000 subscribers special or thank you video. And so I just want to thank you guys so much. This is my passion. This is what I wake up to do every single morning. This occupies my brain space all the time. And it's so special to have so many of you guys watching and subscribing and supporting me. And I really, really want to thank you all for that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Peace.